Okay, now let us continue our discussion, this time with factor theorem. No, sabi natin kanina, no, sabi natin in the previous discussion, if the remainder is 0, after using synthetic division, or rather, after using the remainder theorem, if the remainder is 0, then we say that that divisor is actually a factor of the polynomial. So what does the factor theorem states? If p of x is a polynomial and p of c, remember si p of c ay remainder sa remainder theorem. In this case, the remainder is 0, then x minus c is, this is the divisor, then x minus c is a factor of p of x. What does that mean? That p of x is exactly divisible by x minus c. No? Restatement. If p of x is a polynomial and x minus c is a factor of p of x, then p of c is equal to 0. So, dapat yung p of c ay equal kay 0 para masabi na si x minus c ay factor ni p of x. Now, given those concepts, now let us try to answer the following. Use factor theorem to verify if x plus 1 is a factor of x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 3. So, ito, ang factor theorem is actually nanggaling sa remainder theorem. So, di ba ang remainder nga ng polynomial is actually p of c, where c is the synthetic divisor. So, since this will be our divisor, if we're going to let this as our divisor, then the synthetic divisor would be negative 1. That means the remainder is equal to p of negative 1. Okay. Now, to check kung factor siya, ang sabi, dapat si r ay equal to 0. So, we need to show that r equals p of negative 1 is equal to 0. Ito yung palalabasin natin. Dapat 0 yun. Pag hindi 0, hindi factor. Pag 0, then factor. So, let's see. So, we have p of x is equal to x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 3. So, let us substitute negative 1. So, we have negative 1 raised to 3 minus 3 times negative 1 squared minus negative 1 plus 3. So, remember, this is our remainder. So, the remainder is negative 1 cubed is negative 1 minus 3 times negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 1 is positive 1 plus 3. Simplify it. So, we have negative 1. This is minus 3. This is plus 4. So, negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4 plus 4. And what is negative 4 plus 4? 0. In this case, the remainder is 0. Since p of negative 1 is equal to 0, then we say that x plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial. That's it. Now, let us have number 2. Let us check the verification using synthetic division. So, by synthetic division, let us see if the remainder would really be 0. So, we have 1, negative 3, negative 1, positive 3. Okay? So, let's check by synthetic division. The synthetic divisor is negative 1. So, bring down 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. This is negative 4. This is positive 4. This is positive 3. This is negative 3. This is 0. So, as you can see, the remainder is really 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor. Since the remainder is 0, then we say that x plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. So, use the same technique to solving number 3. So, kayo na dyan. You can use any method. You can use synthetic division or you can use remainder theorem. Okay, now, let us have activity 4. So, which of the following is our factors of x raised to 4 minus x squared minus 12? So, using the same approach, you can use synthetic division, you can use factor theorem. Kayo na ang bahala kung anong method. So, I think you can solve this on your own. So, see if x plus 2 is a factor, see if x minus 1 is a factor, and see if x minus 2 is a factor. Kaya nyo na yan. Good luck!